Yo, what up, everyone? We're back in the building. I know it's early morning for you guys back there in the States. It is currently 8 o'clock at night for me. So, unfortunately, it's the only time I can get on. Tomorrow, I've got an extremely busy day. So, it's one of those things I just come in whenever I can come in. So, those who will not be able to join the live, more than likely because they're still asleep or maybe they're off to work, y'all can catch the replay. For those who are in, man, I appreciate you guys. Much love and appreciation. Hopefully you guys are getting up, getting your breakfast, getting your coffee, getting ready to attack the day. I see Pink Meadows in the building. Good morning to you. Josh Sanders in the building. We got Combat Tool Bag also in the building. Salute to you. You guys see the title of the live stream. I didn't have an opportunity to really give my post-fight thoughts in full detail. I did commentate on the fight live. If you were a part of that, it was a magnificent live. We had a lot of fun. being a part of that fight party that I had. Unfortunately, though, I had to run out as soon as the fight was over. I couldn't stick around. I had people waiting for me. So there was a lot that I wanted to say, but I wasn't able to. So that's why I'm making this live tonight for me, this morning for you guys. And I'm actually glad that I did because, I have been able to catch up with some of my favorite channels who have given their post-fight thoughts. Well, obviously, like I'm commentating live on my own channel. There's several other channels going live as well. So I don't get to hear what people's thoughts are. I have to go back, right? So I was able to listen in particular to 78 a few hours ago. And ironically enough, we both scored the fight a draw. And the scorecards are a little bit different. He said that he scored it the first 6 rounds to Caleb Plant and then the last 6 to Benavidez. I didn't have it like that exactly, but I also scored it a draw. The difference on my scorecard in comparison to 78 is I'm looking at it right now. I had the first 4 rounds to Plant, but I actually gave 5 and 6 to Benavidez. I thought round 5 is when Benavidez started to impose his will, started to find a rhythm, and started to land some big shots. I had him winning 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I gave Plant round 9. I'm not sure why I gave it to Plant for round 9. I think it was because in round 8, Plant almost got dropped. I want to say knocked out, but he almost got dropped in round 8. Like Benavidez was on his ass in round 8, and he predicted that he was going to get Caleb Plant out of there by round 6. He was probably pissed off at himself that he wasn't able to do it, and he really turned it up in round 8. And I felt that Caleb Plant came back in round 9 and tried to win that round back, and I gave it to him. I gave 10 and 11 to Benavidez, and I actually gave Caleb Plant the last round. And I feel like, he was desperate. He knew that he was probably down. He knew, or at least he knew it was a close fight. And I just didn't see Benavidez do all that much in round 12. I feel like he knew he had it in the bag. And this is the things that I want to talk about. Stormy B-Man in the building. I appreciate you stopping by this morning. I know you were probably busy listening to other channels and also doing your own thing, Stormy. So I appreciate you stopping by this morning. We got TS Boxing also in here. Much love for you as well. So this is why I wanted to come on tonight, because I got a different viewpoint. You know what I mean? I got a whole different viewpoint about this fight. And a lot of people out here talking about how Caleb Plant got tired and he got his ass beat and he got beat down and all this shit, man. Like, I'm not with that. I'm telling everybody right now, I'm not with that. And I also think that Benavidez, his ass got tired too. His ass got tired too in that 12th round. Caleb Plant was like hanging on by a thread in that 12th round, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't have much left. Benavidez, in my opinion, let him off the hook in that 12th round. Why? Because his ass was tired too. Okay? So I don't like this whole thing about like, oh man, I mean, I was watching 78 and I couldn't help, and shout out to 78, man. This dude got me cracking up. Because a lot of people flooding his comment section talking about, you know what, man, Caleb Plant let me down. Caleb Plant ain't shit. Caleb Plant he ain't got no power. Caleb Plant this, Caleb Plant that. And then you got people saying, oh, hey, Caleb Plant, he's not invited to the cookout no more. Yeah, man. And 78's like, yo, why are you doing this, man, like that? Now, I think, 78 kind of said it in a jokingly way, but I think he's a little bit serious, too, when he says that, this is why a lot of boxers don't want to fuck with boxing fans. This is why they don't want to fuck with you. This is why they don't respect you. And this is why the sport is tainted so much, because everybody is like, in the backdrop talking about, yeah, Caleb, man, we got your back, bro. Yeah, we hope you beat his ass, Caleb. Yeah, you got this, Caleb. And the man fights his fucking ass off. He puts his heart on full display. And then those same people who say, I got your back, bro, are the same people saying, man, Caleb, man, he ain't shit, bro. I can't support Caleb no more. He upset me. He let me down. And 78's like, damn, y'all gonna do him like that? And I feel the same way. I feel exactly the same. What's up, Pac-Man? Tay, that's Tay. What's up, Tay? I appreciate you dropping by. So I'm coming out tonight for me, this morning for you guys. The sun is shining over in the States right now. So you guys hear me loud and clear. I'm not with that. Now, before I get up on my pedestal and start getting crazy, all right, because y'all know how I'm passionate about this boxing shit. So let me say a few other things. I'm so glad that I was able to catch 78's video before I made this live. So glad. I've been following 78 for more than 10 years. Since the beginning. And I got a lot of respect for him, what he's done. But let me say this. For those who are just dropping in, make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in, too. Your boy's back. Divine's back, man. So you guys are going to get it raw and authentic over here. You know I don't beat around the bush when it comes to this boxing shit. So check it, right? I'm going to remind everybody, for the people that just came in, this is how I scored it. Rounds 1 to 4, I gave it to Caleb Plant. Clearly, Caleb Plant won the first 4 rounds. Like, if you're gonna debate that shit, like, we're gonna have a problem. You just make a comment in the say. I'll let you on the panel. Ain't no fucking way Benavidez won anything close in those first 4 rounds. Now 78 gave him the first 6. I actually gave Benavidez 5 and 6. Okay, because I thought Caleb Plant kind of got out of rhythm a little bit, and Benavidez started to warm up. And I gave 5, 6, 7, 8 all to Benavidez. At round 8, I had the fight even, 4-4. And that's when the fight really started that's when it really started to get interesting, was around round 8. And I had it even. All right. Round 9, I gave it to Plant. I know some of you guys have already heard this if you came in the live stream from the start, but I'm going over this because people are coming in here, slowly but surely. I gave Caleb Plant round 9 because I felt like Caleb Plant knew that he clearly lost round 8. I mean, he didn't know if he lost 5, 6, 7, but he knew for sure he fucking lost round 8. He almost got dropped. And I feel like Caleb Plant came out in that 9th and he let his hands go. And, he kept Benavidez at bay enough for me. For me personally, I gave Caleb Plant that 9th round. I gave 10 and 11 to Benavidez for sure. I feel like Benavidez in 10 and 11, he was going all out. He was definitely trying to stop Plant. There's no doubt about that. And then 12, I gave it to Plant because I don't feel like Benavidez tried to close the show. I really don't. Go back and watch that 12th round. Did Benavidez really just say, man, it's the last round. Like, I'm going to try to knock this dude out. This is it. This is my chance to get that knockout. No, he did not. He did not go all out in the 12th round. Raw Dog, the Prophet in the building. Mad Chad in the building. I appreciate you guys. So, that's that. Now, let me talk a little bit about, there's 2 other big talking points about this fight. One is Kenny Bayless, okay, and the other one is the commentating. Let me start with Kenny Bayless. I want to make it crystal clear for everybody that's listening and everybody that will come on later on today to catch the replay. I've never liked Kenny Bayless. I'm gonna just tell you right now. I've never thought he was a good referee. I feel like the guy is the motherfucker always looking confused. Like, how the fuck are you gonna be a referee and you're always looking like you don't know what to do? Now, I know a lot of people feel like, even 78 touchdown, he was like, hey, Kenny Bayless, man, he was biased towards Plant, and he was going for Plant. He was a fan of Plant and all this. Like, I'm not going to speculate. Y'all can have your own opinion. But what I'm telling you is Kenny Bayless, to me, it's not even about bias. Personally, I don't think he didn't walk into the fight talking about, I'm going to try to save Plant tonight. I know it looked like that. I can see how people think that. But if you've been around boxing as long as I have, I've seen Kenny Bayless referee at least 30 fights. At least 30 fights. Right? And he always is on some bullshit. When he back in the day, when he was refereeing Mayweather fights, he'd be on some bullshit. And they'd be acting like Kenny Bayless and Mayweather be acting like they're best buddies. And I'm probably one of the biggest Mayweather fans that you've ever met. I was in the trenches supporting Mayweather at the climax of all the fucking turmoil and chaos. All right, but I'm keeping it a buck. Kenny Bayless and Mayweather, they act like they best buddies. Now, maybe Kenny Bayless likes the fucking pure boxing style, and he gives the benefit of the doubt to the boxer when they tie up and whatever. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But I've never liked Kenny Bayless, and I have a problem with inconsistency. I can't stand it. I would rather have a referee, right? Just either A, let the men fight. Like, let them fight out of a clinch. Fuck it. I'm not getting into it. Only reason why I'm going to break up a clinch is if there's no more punches. Or a referee that makes it crystal clear and has consistency for all fighters, not for a particular style or a ethnicity or a nationality or none of that bullshit. No matter who it is, consistent on how they break up fighters. To me, Kenny Bayless is not that. All right? He was suspect in the Wilder Fury second fight, in my opinion. Looking all like daisy-eyed and shit, look like all confused. Like, I don't want to see, if I'm a fighter, right? If I'm a fighter, and I can understand Benavidez' frustration. Because if I'm a fighter and I got the third man in the ring is the referee, right? If I'm a fighter and I got a referee acting like that, that doesn't make me feel very confident, especially when you're an inside pressure fighter like Benavidez. So I can totally get where Benavidez is coming from. This was a rude awakening for Benavidez on that front. The first time on pay-per-view, and you got to deal with someone like Kenny Bayless. He probably surprised him. That's probably why he didn't go in on him at the press conference. He was just kind of like, I don't want to throw him under the bus. He's a good referee, da-da-da-da. But if you've been in the ring with Kenny Bayless enough times, like, you ain't going to have that you're not going to have that type of energy. Trust me. So, Young Guns in the building, I see you. D-O-double-G in the building. Freddie Ruger in the building. I appreciate you guys this morning dropping by. So, Freddie, I see your comment, right? Plant should have lost a point for holding, though. So let me speak on that, because I see a lot of people bringing that up. Here's the thing, and I hope we're on the same page here, Freddie, and everybody else who agrees with Freddie. Yeah, I got love for Freddie. But here's my thing with that. Well, you certainly can't blame Caleb Plant for that. If I'm a boxer, if I'm a pure boxer, hey, I'm going to hold as much as I'm allowed to hold. It's not my fault. It's the referee's responsibility to take control of the fight. Right? And people out here, man, Caleb Plant, man, he a bitch, bro. Like, man, Caleb Plant, he out there hugging and wrestling and trying to clinch, and he trying to survive. What the fuck are we talking about, man? Caleb Plant is a pure boxer. Why are you acting surprised that when he's in trouble, he's going to try to hold on? Y'all keep that same energy for Devin Haney when he clinches? Y'all keep that same energy when Pernell Whitaker used to do it? Y'all keep that same energy when Mayweather used to do that? I don't know. I'm asking a question. So it's not Caleb Plant. The referee's in there to handle business. So you can get mad at Kenny Bayless for not taking a point. That's fine. That for not giving Caleb Plant a warning. That's fine. But this idea of like, man, Caleb Plant, man, shit, man, he ain't nothing but a bitch, man. He trying to hold on and shit. First off, none of you people who are talking this recklessness about Caleb Plant, y'all wouldn't last a minute in Caleb Plant's world. Caleb Plant will beat the brakes off you. Let's just keep it 100. And I get agitated at this shit, man. This shit ruffles my feathers. It gets under my skin. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. Because I've been in the ring. I've been punched in the face before. And when you've been in the trenches, when you've had to go through a situation, and you got a style like the style that Caleb Plant has, and I have a very similar style to Caleb Plant when I used to go around the square circle back in the day. Like, I get it. If you got a guy who just won't fucking stop trying to punch you, you got two choices. Either you punch back or you hold the motherfucker, right? And the thing too is that Plant, to be honest with you, like from round probably 9 to especially 9 to 11, he wasn't even clinching that good. Like, if you want to get technical, I mean, his clinching was not even great. Like, he was always letting one arm. Like, the whole point of a clinch is you tie the man up. He can't punch you, right? And he was always letting Benavidez have one arm free. So he's like, lock up one arm, and Benavidez is like, boom, 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 and the fucking ribs upside the head and shit. And, he just started to fall apart a little bit. So if you want to get technical, his clinches wasn't even that good. I mean, I can understand how it's annoying that Benavidez doesn't have both arms to work, but he wasn't really tying up Benavidez properly anyways. Benavidez was getting scoring shots in. What Plant should have done, and this is why when we talk about levels, we talk about, some of the greats like a Pernell Whitaker and a Floyd Mayweather. If they were in that position, what would they do when they're fighting and are having to deal with a guy like David Benavidez? You're going to step in with that shoulder, right? You're going to let him throw punches, and you're actually going to roll and fire. You're going to roll and uppercut. You're going to roll and right hand down the pipe. You're going to roll and check left hook and reset and turn your opponent. And Caleb Plant stopped doing that. Caleb Plant just came forward, trying to tuck his chin a little bit, and then reach out to try to grab him. So that's how I saw it. And that leads me to my next point. People talking about Caleb Plant's tank, his gas tank. Look, man, I'm not going to sit up here and pretend that Caleb Plant hasn't had issues in the past of doing really well early to mid and then kind of fading out towards the end of the fight. He showed that against Ustatagi. Durrell, we don't know because it didn't go that deep into the fight. So I'm not going to deny the fact that perhaps he is not relaxed enough. Maybe he's too tense. He's putting out too much energy. He doesn't know how to take a round off to recover. There can be a lot of different things, right? But I think in this fight, man, was he tired? Yes. But I don't. Here's the thing that people have to understand. He wasn't tired based off of conditioning. I don't buy it. I don't. If you try to, hey man, Caleb Plant, man, he just wasn't in. He wasn't in good enough shape. That's bullshit. Okay, that's bullshit. He got tired because Benavidez was depositing body shots from the very beginning. He was depositing. He was putting water in the basement, and he was slowing him down. And Caleb Plant got tired because Benavidez was putting hands on him. All right? So we need to get these things clear. And unfortunately, we got 8 people listening to the live stream right now when there should be 5,000 people. So they get this fucking message. All right? I have no problem at all. Zero problem with David Benavidez getting this victory. I have no problem. I got no beef. I have no animosity towards the man. The man put on a brilliant performance. As a matter of fact, if you want even to be more clear than that, I feel like David Benavidez put on a fantastic show, and he surprised me. He really did. I didn't think that David was quite on Plant's level, and he proved me wrong. And I got nothing but respect for David Benavidez. The man is from the same city I'm from, man. He's basically from the same damn hood I grew up in. All right? So he's a hometown kid for me. He's younger than me, so that I call him a kid. He's younger, right? But he's a hometown guy. He's putting Phoenix, Arizona on the map. I got a lot of love for him. But what I'm not going to accept, what I'm not going to appreciate, is people shitting on Caleb Plant like this. Because a lot of you dudes couldn't even hold Caleb Plant's jockstrap, bro. I'm telling you right now. And people like to make fun and make it a comedy show and shit. Like I was saying earlier, you love to support the man and rally up behind the man. Yeah, you invite him to cookouts and shit. We all chilling, having a great time. We support you, bro. And then you took an L. Like you all act like you don't even know Caleb Plant no more. Okay, Plant who? Who's Caleb? Oh, I don't know. I was never cool with Caleb Plant. That's how you motherfuckers are out here, bro. And obviously, if I'm talking to you, then I'm talking to you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And it agitates me for any boxer look, man, this is not like a Colbert situation. The fight that happened earlier in that night, like I'm not even going to talk about that. But there are several boxers out there that has kind of like it's warranted, right? To get a little bit of hate, a little bit of like, man, what the fuck's wrong with this dude? Fury, for example. A lot of people love him, a lot of people hate him. It is what it is. Fury did it to himself, right? But what is there to hate about Caleb Plant? There's nothing to hate about the man. The man comes from the gutter. He comes from the dirt. And I want to say this, too, for every Brown on Boxing was good. Calvin Ringo in the building was good. I want to say this, too, and put it on record. Fuck how you feel about Caleb Plant and you're disappointed with his performance or you don't think he's shit or whatever the case may be. Let me say this. Caleb Plant is willing to fight anybody. Anybody. Somebody go talk to your boy Charlo. Where the fuck is Jamal Charlo at? You want to keep it real? We keep it real. Caleb Plant took on Canelo with like 19 fucking fights and put on a fantastic performance and before he got stopped. Then on this comeback, he could have fought. Oh my God, bro, I get pissed, bro. Y'all gonna piss me off out here. Y'all gonna get me lit tonight. It's a morning for you, but it's night for me. It's been a long fucking day. I'm about to get lit. He fights Canelo with like 19 fights or whatever the fuck he had, right? He comes back after taking a knockout loss. And he could have fought any tomato can top 20 guy, a little comeback fight. And he takes on Anthony Durrell. He takes on Durrell, a bona fide veteran who's been in there with some really good fighters, who could have, he had a real shot of literally making Caleb Plant disappear. And he knocks the man out cold. And then all of a sudden, y'all could, oh shit, you saw what Caleb Plant did? Oh shit, yeah. Oh, I'm down with Caleb Plant now. I didn't know about the Canelo fight, but I'm cool with Caleb Plant now. He knocked Durrell out. Yeah, I'm cool with him now. And then as soon as he goes in there, and not only, again, he fights Durrell, he could have said, I'm not going to try to deal with Benavidez right now, man. I'm going to get a couple more fights under my belt. What does he do? He takes on the number one contender, and David Benavidez, the number one contender to fucking Canelo Alvarez. So let's keep it real. Where are these other super middleweights at? Your boy Canelo is about to go fight motherfucking John Ryder. Y'all got the audacity, the gall. You think it's courage, but I call it cowardice. To dismantle a man in Caleb Plant for taking on the toughest fights possible at 168. But your man Canelo is about to go out there and fight a motherfucking John Ryder, bro. He about to fight John Ryder, bro. Oh, but yeah, Canelo, I understand, it's not the best fight, but, he's still pound for pound, though, bro. Like, he's still pound for pound. Like, you got to give Canelo his just due. Bro, I don't see. This is one of the reasons why it's hard for me to stay on this boxing shit, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest with everybody, and I got love for everybody, man. I got love for everybody that come and supports this channel through thick and thin. Rather I go live every day or once a fucking 3 months, man. Everybody comes in, supports, and I got love for you guys, man. But I'm telling you, bro, I get to a point where I just can't take this shit no more. Well, and it's like, yo, Devon, man, why you take it so serious, bro? Why you take it so serious? If a motherfucker says to me, Devon, why do you take it so serious? Then you ain't a boxing fan. That's right. You're not a boxing fan, bro. If you asking me why I'm serious about somebody or people taking a shit on a man who's out there taking the biggest challenges and showed a heart of a fucking warrior, what you know about that? Hey, go. You know what? I'm going to pull it up. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to pull this shit up. It's early morning. We don't got a lot of people in here. Fuck it. But you know what? People are gonna come over here and watch the replay. So I'm gonna bring this up. I'm gonna remind the people, hey, because there's some similarities here. All right, there's some ironies here. I'm gonna point them out to you, right? Well, I got a big subscriber base who is a Deontay Wilder fan, right? A huge subscriber, a huge part of my subscriber base are Deontay Wilder fans, and y'all know I got mad love for Deontay Wilder. Okay, so let me show you guys something right quick. we stand up in arms, you know what I'm saying, to protect Deontay Wilder with all the shit that he's had to deal with for fear, or we don't have to go down that road. But we like I said, we stand up in arms to defend Deontay Wilder, right? And even though in the third fight he came up short and got stopped, we showed him mad love. We love you, Deontay, man. You're a fucking warrior, bro. We love you. Right? Even me, Deontay, I love you, bro. Like I got nothing but love and respect for you. That's some real warrior shit. You're hurt. You're tired. You can barely keep your hands up, and you keep going. And you keep going. Right? That's what everyone was saying. That's what everybody was saying. But for whatever reason, okay, the planet's a different situation. But I want you guys to look at something right here. What is this? This is Caleb Plant's post 13 hours ago. Okay, not even 24 hours. And which is on the very top? Right there. A bronze bomber. All right, big facts. Commenting on his post right here, it said rumble with whoever. Rumble with whoever. Because that's exactly what he did, or what he's been doing, is rumbling with whoever. And you got the bronze bomber right there, showing love. Because real recognize real. It don't matter what you look like, where you come from. Real recognize real. A real man recognize a real man. Period. So, y'all don't like the truth. The truth hurts, shit. When your woman tell you she's out there cheating on you, yeah, you walk around for like 6 months in denial. Oh, my woman never cheat on me, bro. She never cheat on me, bro. Like, I be laying down the pipe. I be bringing home money and shit, bro. Like, I bought her a car. Nope. Hell no. No. She ain't cheating on me. Bro, she told you to your face she's cheating on you, bro. She said, hey, I'm letting you know I'm cheating on you. And you out there in denial. It'll take you 6 months to come to your senses. Because the truth hurt. You don't want to accept it. But I'm laying that truth out for you guys right now. Okay? And I know more than likely 95% who are the people that are listening to this live stream or come on here later got a lot of love and respect for Caleb Plant. I'm not talking to you guys. But I'm talking about the comments that I've been seeing all over YouTube in the past 12 hours or so. I'm talking about them. And I see a couple, certain little individuals showing a lot of love to Deontay Wilder, putting on a brilliant performance against Fury, calling him a warrior and this and that, heart emojis and the shit in the comment section. But Caleb Plant, no, he ain't worth shit, bro. Fuck Caleb Plant. I'm going to point out and expose hypocrisy at all angles. Period. The same people out here taking the shit on Deontay Wilder, talking about he ain't shit, he this, he ain't that. Who was on here making lives? Who was on here in the trenches? Who was on here having to deal with trolls and racists? It's me, your boy Divine. I don't play that shit. None of that. No. I don't play that. So that's why I want to come on here. I would love to come on here. Hey, man, let's talk about the fight, bro. Talk about the scorecards, the punches, man. There's plenty of channels that, keep it calm, cool, and collected and just talk about the statistics and the numbers and the analytics. My man Tay Jones, he's really good at that. He loves boxing, bro. He give it to you. Numbers, left, right, center, up, down, sideways. He let you know. But me, I'm a passionate motherfucker, bro. It is what it is. I take this shit serious, man, and I have a different voice box. This is how I operate in life. I don't do that fake shit. So that's how I'm feeling right now, man. And it's been on my mind, and I wanted to come on here and speak about it. So I'll say it one more time, man. For anybody who did come in late. I scored the fight a draw. Okay, 6-6 down the line. I gave Plant the first 4 rounds. I gave 5-6 to Benavidez. Well, I gave 5, 6, 7, 8 to Benavidez. And then I gave round 9 to Plant. All right, I gave round 9 to Plant. I thought he had a good round. 10 and 11, definitely Benavidez rounds. And I actually gave 10 to Caleb Plant. And I'm ready. Anybody that wants to debate my scorecard, I'm ready. I'm ready. Hey, you don't like my scorecard? You don't like my draw? You don't like that I scored a draw? Let me know you need a link. Is that Divine? I need a link. And I'll put it in there. Well, I'm ready. I scored a draw, and I have no remorse, and I feel good about it. I feel great about it. Now, let's talk about the scorecards. I saw somebody comment in there here early. I saw it, but I'm heated right now, so I get distracted. Let's talk about the scorecards. One judge had it 117, 111 for Benavidez. I would like to slap the taste out of his mouth or her mouth, whoever the fuck it is. That's disgusting. Just disgusting. 117, 111. What is that? Like 9 rounds to 3 or some shit? 116, 112. Pretty shit too, in my opinion. 115, 113. Now that is fine. No problem with that. No problem with 115, 113 for Benavidez. You can say that you don't agree with me that Plant won the 9th round, so you give Benavidez that round, so therefore he wins the fight. Just that 9th round, or it could be the 12th, whatever. But 117, 111 is disgusting. And the fact that nobody's talking about that just, lets me know what kind of a person you are. What did we watch? What did we just watch this past Saturday night? I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I watched a great fucking fight. I watched a phenomenal fight. That's what I watched. I watched 2 men, 2 very high-skilled men in the 168-pound division go to war. That's what I saw. And it was a clash of styles. A boxing style versus a come-forward, volume, aggressive puncher. And it was a clash of styles, and it was beautiful to watch. They both had some moments. Benavidez just had a few more better moments. And he was better than Plant. Slightly better, but better. I don't agree that Benavidez blew him out of the water, and I'm not going to co-sign the narrative that Benavidez beat his ass and beat the brakes off of him and this and that and whatever. And by the way, the blood that was going down Caleb's face was a fucking headbutt. All right? The only real damage that came from punches, I believe it was his left eye from the right hands coming down, right? His left eye was puffed up, kind of swollen up. But the blood was from a fucking headbutt. And Benavidez, if you go and watch the post-fight press conference, he got tagged up too. Because he was eating some jabs. Benavidez was eating some fucking jabs, let me tell you. All right? So, in a nutshell, Benavidez was the better man. Slightly, but better. And I have no problem with him walking away with that victory. Caleb Plant himself has no problem with it. And congratulated David Benavidez because he's a fucking warrior. All right. So, all I ask from people is to say Benavidez was a slightly better man. He did more. He had better moments in the fight. But Caleb Plant is a fucking warrior. And I guess, like, unless you've been in that situation and you had to dig into the trenches in a mega fight, 12-rounder, all the adrenaline, all the pressure, man, it would have been so easy for Caleb Plant in, like, the 9th round to just take a knee. He's like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't got to take this beating. My wife's in the audience. I got a new baby. I got a brand new, beautiful family. Caleb Plant could have easily said, all right, man, quit on the stool. He could have quit on the stool. Y'all, yeah, ain't got no respect. But you know what? I don't expect anything less. It is what it is. Only the real ones know. So, Caleb Plant, if you're listening, shout out to you, man. There are a lot of people out here that are proud of you. David, if you're listening, well done. Much love, much respect. You put on a brilliant performance. You surprised me, and you earned it, man. You earned it 100%. You get my accolades, and you get my praise, and you proved to me that you're a legitimate threat at 168, bro. Yeah, David Benavidez is the real deal. Okay, he's the real deal, and he's coming to take names, man. And right now, to be honest with you, I know a lot of people are already people dropping names in, like Andre and all these other guys. I don't know, man. To be honest with you, at this point, I don't know. Like, I'm not really convinced that any one person that can, I can say, yeah, this person can beat David. I don't think there's any one boxer right now that I would just bet like $500 in confidence that they would beat David Benavidez. I'm not feeling it right now. David Benavidez showed a lot to me, and he's a legitimate threat. As far as Caleb Plant's concerned and where he goes from here, I mean, look, when you have a performance like that, I mean, Caleb Plant's still going to sell tickets, man, no matter who he fights. And, he's going to sit back. This is only his second fight with Breadman. The first fight, he had a phenomenal performance, and when you knock a dude out like that, you're not able to see all of the mistakes, right? Because you're living in victory. But now, in the second fight, they can actually honestly sit back and watch the tape and look at the things they need to improve on. And, it's the little things. It's when to take breaks, when not to take breaks, how to clinch. Like, they got to work. Breadman and Caleb Plant needs to spend a tremendous amount of time on a couple of things. One, energy containment. Number two, working on the inside better, because Caleb Plant's inside game is like a C+. It's not on the A level. Okay, Benavidez is a fucking B+ A inside fighter. The guy's ruthless, and that was a big difference in the fight. Now, from range, Caleb Plant was frustrating the shit out of Benavidez. Right? At range, Caleb Plant is a brilliant boxer. He performs and executes well fighting from range. He is not a good inside fighter. We saw that against Canelo, and we saw it again against Benavidez, and even in moments against Darrell was roughing him up. He's just not a good inside fighter. They need to work on that. And a lot of that is in that boxing style, is working behind that shoulder roll properly, instead of just trying to, either A, cover up, or B, just reach out and clinch all the time. You're actually like rolling and firing back on the inside. Mayweather did that for years. And I'm not saying, go be like Mayweather. Nobody can be like Mayweather. But you take pages out of the Mayweather book. You're already an established boxer. You just need to sharpen up those two main things. Energy, containment, and control. Learning how to save energy. And two, working on the inside. Developing a better inside game. If he gets that, he'll be more of a complete fighter. And, I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple of years he becomes a champion again. The 168-pound division is wide open. Canelo, who knows what the fuck this guy's going to do? He can fight John Ryder and vacate all the belts. You got all these belts just floating around. So don't be surprised if Caleb Plant doesn't become a champion again very soon. And now like I said, him and Breadman has an opportunity to go back, really look at the drawing board, because now they're coming off of a loss and they can really hone in on the weaknesses. But yeah, it's a learning curve. It's life. It's part of it. We got ATX Slab Life. Cletus, a.k.a. Big Tex, is in the building. What's good, bro? Thanks for dropping in this morning. Yeah, the power. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised at that. I thought that Plant would have a little bit more pop to get some more respect, but I mean, it was pretty clear that Benavidez. I wouldn't say Benavidez wasn't respecting Plant, but it wasn't enough to really put him on the back foot. Like, Plant didn't have that real power for Benavidez to be like, oh shit. And I mean, he got touched up by the jabs. He got touched up by some left hooks and right hands. He got touched up to the body a lot. Like, Caleb Plant worked the body a lot. And you got to give David Benavidez a lot of credit, bro. Like, he was taking jabs to the body like a motherfucker. And he ate him. So he showed that he's got that durability to the body, bro. But yeah, Plant didn't have that one punch that really made Benavidez be like, oh shit, I got to be careful. And at no point in the fight was Benavidez ever wobbled or hurt, but Caleb Plant was. And that's the biggest difference, right? But that's the thing about boxing, right? Caleb Plant, I mean, he's got 13 knockouts. He's not a big puncher, and that's not the end of the world. And Mayweather too, towards the end of his career, like, he had fucking 2 knockouts and 20 fights or something like that. But, he got the job done. And that's what Caleb Plant needs to learn. You don't need power. And I see a lot of people talking about that. Oh, you Caleb Plant, if he had power, this and that. Nah, man. I mean, it helps. Sure, it helps, but it's not a deciding factor. It's not. You just got to be sharp, crisp, and work your punches like a syringe. It doesn't have to be a sledgehammer. It can be a syringe. You just keep poking holes in them. And he doesn't need to be worried or concerned about that. He doesn't need to go back in the gym and start lifting weights and put a bunch of muscle on, and then he's got to cut weight and shit. Look, man, power is a gift. Let's get that out there right now. Power is a gift. I mean, that's my belief. Is you have it or you don't. You're born with it, just like you're born with the chin. I don't give a fuck. We saw Amir Khan doing fucking neck exercise. Before he fought Canelo. I remember clearly, clear as day, the amount of neck exercise this guy was posting on Twitter and shit, trying to get his neck in point. And look what happened. Canelo put his ass to sleep. Blanket, pacifier, the whole works. Boy was sleeping. And that's the thing, man. People have different nerve endings in their chin. And it is what it is. You're born with the chin or you're not. Triple G, that motherfucker, he got a steel plate in his chin. Triple G's been he's taking some massive shots. The motherfucker don't even budge. But call it what it is. God gifted, genetics, whatever it is, power's the same thing. You got little dudes at 126 and 130. Look at Tank Davis. Look at Tank. He ain't a big dude. He's a small dude. But he touches you, you sleep. You know what I'm saying? Tank Davis touch you, you going to sleep. If he hits the spot, you sleeping. Period. Look at Deontay Wilder. He is not a big heavyweight. 212 pounds, putting putting 260, 270-pound men to sleep. Power is a gift, guys. Power is a gift. Chin is a gift. That's what makes boxing unique. It's something, those two things, you can't really train for it. You have it or you don't. Caleb Plant just doesn't have it. But he's got a lot of athletic ability. You got to play to your strengths. And if he starts putting on a bunch of muscle on, he's already like, he's one of the most disciplined fighters at 168. Like, he always makes weight. He always looks in great shape. You don't want to sabotage that. Just you keep your physique right where it's at. You do a lot of great things in the ring. You just gotta tweak a few things. Work better on the inside, get roll punches better. Short, quick uppercuts. When Benavidez was trying to, Benavidez reaching like a motherfucker too. And there's a couple times when I was watching the fight, I was like, if Benavidez would reach, especially to the body, and Plant would just step back and avoid it. And I'm like, bro, you gotta go over the top of that shit. And see, that's the only way you're gonna hurt a guy like Benavidez. You ain't gonna hurt a guy like Benavidez when he's standing in front of you with his hands up. I mean, even if the punches get through, you ain't gonna hurt him. I don't think anybody at 168 is gonna hurt Benavidez with his hands up. You gotta catch Benavidez coming in. You gotta hit him with something that he doesn't see. And you don't need power for that. You need timing. Right? That's what you need. And there were several times in the fight where he would reach in with that right hand to the body and Plant would just step back when he should have went over the top of that reach and punched that motherfucker in the chin. And he might have dropped him. But, he didn't capitalize on those things. And it put him in a situation where he had to survive going into the 12th round. It is what it is. And these are the things that people have to realize, and that's what, more specifically, Plant and his team. But, I have faith, man. He'll correct it. He'll come back. I like what I'm seeing about how he's taken the loss. He's taken it in a positive way, in a learning way, and that's a good sign. That means, he'll bounce back and he'll be strong. He did the same thing coming off of a loss against Canelo. He bounced back. So he'll be back, man. But yeah, my main thing is I didn't realize what people were saying initially because I went live, I commentated on the fight, I shared my scorecards, and I bounced. And I didn't really check on YouTube for like close to, 8 or 9 hours. And then I started like checking in on channels, and I'm like, what the fuck are people talking about? Plant, he a pussy, he a bitch, this and that, and he ain't shit, and he's weak, and he's a 6-round fighter, and all this crazy. I'm like, bro, okay, I guess it's time for me to go live. But I got off my chest what I needed to get off, and I'm calm now. I'm calm, cool, and collected now, and so I got my emotions out, but. On a boxing perspective, that's what it is. That's why Caleb Plant lost the fight, and that's why Benavidez won. Benavidez stayed consistent. Benavidez was Benavidez. He was nothing more. He was nothing less. He was Benavidez. Plant wasn't as consistent. He made more mistakes. He couldn't capitalize on Benavidez's mistakes. Benavidez made lots of mistakes in the fight. Like, he did. Plant didn't capitalize on them. That is the deciding factor of the fight. And Benavidez did capitalize on Caleb Plant, getting tired and getting tired, not because of conditioning, but getting tired because Benavidez realized, those body shots that I threw, for the past 5 rounds, they're starting to pay dividends. They're starting to put water in that basement. And Benavidez saw it. He smelt blood. And he did what Benavidez always does and try to go in for the kill. So Benavidez was consistent. He was who he is. And that's it. That's the bottom line. So anyway, much love and respect to Benavidez, man. Congratulations. Well deserved. I'm happy for Phoenix. happy for the city, happy for the state. It's good to get Phoenix on the map. Plant, you too, man. Much love, respect. I thought you put on a great performance, showed a lot of heart. A lot of these people out here are not going to respect it, not going to notice it, not going to appreciate it, but I do. And a lot of people on the live stream, they do too. So keep your head up. You got a beautiful family. You got a lot to be thankful for, a lot to be proud of. And it's all good, man. You know, let it be that. So that's all I pretty much got, guys. You know, I'm going to have to check in to see what other big fights are coming up. I don't even know anymore when it comes to Earl Spence. I don't even know anymore, bro. Like, people ask me all the time, hey, man, you heard about what happened to Earl Spence? I was like, I don't know what's going on, Earl. I don't know what's going on with Bud, so don't ask. Until some fight is announced, I don't really got nothing to say about it. All right. I heard some rumblings about Deontay Wilder and his comeback, so I'm waiting patiently to see who he comes back and fight. I see all the bullshit about Usyk and Fury. I mean, and that's what it is bullshit. So, you know, I'm trying to avoid talking about bullshit because I get lit. And I would much rather come on here and talk about some real shit. But I'll double check the schedule, see what's on the horizon, and I'll be back on here again to talk about whatever fight that is interesting to me. I'm not the type of channel that's going to talk about every single fight. I'm not in it like that. But if there's a fight that catches my eye and catches my interest, then I'll definitely drop a prediction video and let you guys know. And I'm looking forward to doing panels again, man. Bringing the legends back on, like Tay and Stormy and Drew and the whole crew, and I Am Trill Will, the whole crew, man, and just chop it up. Maybe one day we won't even talk boxing. Maybe we just gonna have just a kickback, like barbershop conversation, just talk about whatever. You know, I feel like I need that. I feel like the community needs that sometimes. We get so crazy about boxing, man. It becomes vicious, becomes toxic as fuck. Sometimes we just need to take a deep breath and just talk about life. So maybe that's something that's coming up very soon. But anyway, for all the people that made it this morning, I appreciate you. I know a lot of you guys are getting up and attacking your day. Typically, I go live at night for you guys, but I get it in when I can get it in. So I appreciate everyone, like, again, that came in. Hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you subscribe. Maybe you came in, I was over here yelling and shit. But that's what you get over here. You're going to get passion. You're subscribed to Divine Sense Boxing. You may not always agree with what I say, and that's fine. But you're going to get passion. You're going to get emotion. You're going to get, true, ardent love and support for the sport of boxing. And you're going to get something that's authentic and real and uncut. So if you like that, then welcome. If you don't like that and you like fake shit, there's plenty of other choices out there on YouTube to choose from. But salute to everybody, man. Y'all stay up, stay strong, stay positive out there. I hope you guys have a blessed day. March is almost over. So like I tell all my teams, all the businesses that I run out here, man, is finish the month strong, right? Be proud of what you accomplished in March. As we creep into April, the sun is starting to shine a little bit brighter now, and we're starting to get into that springtime, man. So a lot to be happy for, man. Hug your family, hug your loved ones, put a smile on your face, man. And I'll be back on here for another one very, very soon. Keep your guys' eyes open, man. Your boy Divine is back. Peace.